Hello, my name is Avi Brahmavat, and today I'll teach you Unit 4 of Managerial Economics, which is National Income and its Measurement. Now, what truly is national income? National income is the total value of goods and services produced in an economy during a year. It helps us understand the economic performance and growth of a country. This was a brief overview. Now, let's proceed. Meaning of national income. National income measures the overall income of a country from production activities. In India, national income is calculated by CSO, that is the Central Statistical Organization. CSO publishes national income data in estimates of national income. For example, when factories, farms, and service producers produce goods and services, their total value becomes the part of national income. So, in order to understand national income very well, we first have to understand what is the circular flow of income. So there is a circular flow between production, income, and expenditure. How? Let us just see. Production creates income, then income creates demand. Demand leads to expenditure, and then expenditure leads back to production. Because of this flow, national income can be studied in three ways. The three approaches to national income are based on as per circular flow is flow of goods and services, flow of incomes, and flow of expenditures. These three approaches gives the same result but from different angles. Now, after understanding what the national income is, we will now study the methods of measuring national income. There are three main methods of measuring national income: product method, income method, expenditure method. Each method focuses on a different side of economic activity. Now, the very first method that we are going to study is the product or output method. In the product method, national income is calculated as the money value of final goods and services produced in a year. The highlighted or the main thing in this is the final goods. Only final goods are counted and not intermediate goods in order to avoid double counting. For example, bread sold to consumers is counted, but wheat, which is used to make bread, is not counted separately. Second is the value added method. To avoid double counting, problem of first we will understand what is the problem of double counting. If we count intermediate goods again, it leads to double counting. Example, farmer sells wheat to miller. Miller makes the flour. Then flour, baker makes bread out of that flour. If we count wheat, flour and bread separately, value gets counted multiple times. So only the final product value is included. We use the value added method here to calculate the value added at each stage of production and then add them separately. For example, wheat is of rupees 100, flour is rupees 150 and bread is rupees 200. So value added will be 100 plus 50 plus 50, which is 200. Now the third method is the factor income method. This method calculates national income from the income side. National income is equal to rent plus wages plus interest plus profit. It includes income earned by all the factors of production during a year. The income method measures national income by adding all factor payments made during the year. It focuses on who earned income and not on what was produced. Now, steps in calculating national income. The step 1 is to calculate net domestic product at factor cost. Net domestic product at factor cost is obtained by adding wages plus rent plus interest and profit. Then after this, we have to add net factor income from abroad to get net national product at factor cost, also known as national income. Now comes the expenditure method. The expenditure method measures national income from the spending side of view. It totals all expenditure made on final goods and services during a year. Components of expenditure method is GDP is equals to C plus I plus G plus X minus M, where C stands for consumption by households, I investment by firms, G government spending, X exports, and M imports. This method shows how income is spent. Example of expenditure method are household buys goods, that is consumption. Companies buy machinery, that is investment. Government builds roads, that is government spending. Exports add income, imports reduces income. All these together form GDP. Now coming to the end of the unit, we'll compare all of the methods in brief. Product method is mainly used in agriculture and industry. Income method is used for service sector, while expenditure method is difficult due to data reliability issues. So in short, income and product methods are most commonly used. To conclude, national income helps us understand a country's economic strength and development. Though methods are different, all aim to ensure the same economic activity from different angles. This was all in this unit. Thank you.